The missionary journey of the first missionaries of the Diocese of Udon, Thani. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of the messenger who announces peace, who brings good news, who announces salvation, who says to Zion, "Your God reigns." The fruitful journey of sowing the seed of Christian belief of the first missionaries on the soil of Udon, Thani had indeed borne much fruit. Their passion and dedication to spreading the good news to the people of Udon, Thani encouraged and inspired many faithful to follow the Catholic faith. From being part of the ecclesiastical province of Tarayanong-seng, Udon, Thani became a new apostolic prefecture on May 7, 1953, under the headship of the Most Reverend Clarence James Dohart, CSSR, an American Redemptorist priest who was appointed prefect apostolic. Most Reverend Clarence James Dohart became the first ordinary of the diocese when the apostolic prefecture of Udon, Thani elevated to the level of diocese on December 18, 1965. Most Reverend George Vempisan, CSSR, was consecrated as the second diocesan ordinary on December 12, 1975. The current diocesan ordinary of the diocese is Bishop Joseph Luchay Tawisay, then consecrated bishop on February 6, 2010. He dedicated his life to pastoral care as the Good Shepherd did. He reaches out to his faithful by preaching every Sunday during the Eucharistic celebration and a church feast. The bishop meets with the laity, religious, and missionaries to show them his fatherly love and care. He invited and welcomed priests and missionaries to work in the diocese, encouraging them to live up to their special blessings. He shows his care, support, and encouragement to the vocation and the various works of the missionaries, lay workers, volunteers, and clergies, and their teaching ministry, catechism, Legion of Mary, family ministry, or the basic ecclesial community. Together with the bishop are the 31 diocesan priests and the religious priests from the 7-man congregations who work together in evangelizing the people. There are also 14 women congregations who selflessly share the life and the mission of the diocese. The diocese is engaged in several pastoral works that promote life and deepen the Catholic faith of the people. It has schools to promote Catholic values among the young ones. Aside from the school apostolate, it also has a foundation known as Udon Thani Catholic Welfare Foundation that takes care of children affected with HIV, the handicapped, and the marginalized members of the society. To mention some of the pastoral works of the diocese, aside from the school apostolate, the diocese also has the foundation known as the Catholic Welfare Foundation of Udon, Thani, the centers that take care of children affected with HIV, the handicapped, and the marginalized members of the society. These centers are in the different places within the diocese, one of which is the Child Support Center, Mother Teresa House at Nongwalampu Province. Under the supervision of the Missionary of Charity Sisters and the SVD fathers who compassionately take care of the children in the center.
Good morning, my name is Sister Leah Marie from the Missionaries of Charity, and we have been invited to Nang Bualampu to open our mission house in the year on the 4th of October 2002. We were invited by Bishop George Impisan in order to serve the needs of the orphan children who were infected with HIV and AIDS, and also the elderly patients. And since then we have been taking care of them and been trying to form them. And our charism is to satiate the thirst of Jesus on the cross for love of souls. So we try to serve Jesus in them, love Jesus in them, and especially to give Jesus to them so that their life may be a living example of God's love in the world. At the present, we are 5 sisters in the community, 2 from India, 2 from Philippines, and myself from Thailand. And at the present moment, we continue to serve the children, the poor children, but this group is a new group and they are no more infected with HIV. They are mostly affected by domestic violence, alcoholism, drugs, and broken families. So here we try to pray with them, educate them, and send them to school. Especially here in Thailand, the education can be expensive. So we also try to help them to grow into the love of Jesus and to be with them, especially in their time of difficulties and suffering. Also, we go out to visit the villages, the poor people who are in need, especially those who are abandoned. We help them to clean the house, be with them, talk to them, especially pray with them. And we also go to pray the rosary with them in the houses of the families, Catholic families, and try to be a spiritual support to them. Our life is, we do small things with great love. Our life is very ordinary. We mostly meet these children when we go out visiting in the families who are in the situation of poverty and distress. We also go to visit the people in the prison, especially in the juvenile hall in Udon, Thani, to be with them, encourage them, to pray with them, especially for their healing and for their redemption, to help them to find a meaning in their life so that they may grow and live better with love and dignity in their families in the future and in the society to come. In the future, we are hoping to have our communities to go out more visiting far villages to help the priests who are far and in the remote areas, to visit them and encourage them, perhaps giving them material needs, spiritual needs, but especially to be with them and journey with them in their time of difficulties and poverty and suffering.
In 1999, Brother James Wilkins and myself, James Wilkins from Australia and Pom from Papua New Guinea, we came to Bangkok to study Thai for 1 year. And then after 1 year, we came here to Nang Bualampu. And now it's already 24 years since we're working here in Nang Bualampu. And as soon as I got here to Nang Bualampu, I started collecting funds and we were able to build Mother Perpetual Help Center as it is today, as well as St. Michael the Archangel Church together with, and then later on, after another year, we were able to build the children's home where the Mother Teresa sisters are now working. So, and then later on we built Ban Me Marie, which was built for HIV teenagers. And so that was built in 2009. And since then, that's already 13 years. So since we don't have so many HIV teenagers anymore, it's now used for the overflow of patients that would come to the Villa Marie Hospice here at the center. So it's serving two purposes. There's still a few teenagers there, but also the older people who are in better health and can look after themselves. So they're living also at Ban Me Marie. The Mother Perpetual Help Center, we have many activities. We help children and families, poor families in the province, including families not only in the district of Nang Bua Lampu, but in the 5 districts in the province. Every year, Holy Childhood gives us a grant which helps children of poor families with school supplies and school clothing. So we have about 300 children who are helped every year. Another program is families from France are giving monthly scholarships to 40 children. So every 3 months the children will gather here at the center and write their thank you letters. I guess we hope that SVD will be able to continue with managing the Mother Perpetual Help Center. I'm not getting any younger, so I'm hopeful that eventually there will be someone who would be interested enough to carry on the work that's been started for the last 24 years, 23 years. And so I guess part of our expectations were to, once AIDS was no longer the priority, that we would be able to branch out into looking after the aged, which actually is kind of flowing in already because many of our patients are elderly. We have one patient who is actually 91 years old. He's crippled, but we've been looking after him now for about 7 years. And we have, so I'm hopeful that someone will be interested enough to take over. And a big part of my work has been to generate funds that enables the Thai staff to look after the work, and because my Thai is not so great, so that the Thai staff are able to do the training and all the different programs. So I'm hopeful that eventually we will be able to carry on for many more years.
The Sarnelli House is under the care of the Redemptorist Fathers. The Sarnelli House serves as a shelter and home for orphan children whose parents died of AIDS and children infected with HIV. The Sarnelli House was built to help and protect the children through the inspiration of Father Michael Shea, a Redemptorist priest. The Sarnelli House was established and officially erected in October 2000 in Nong Khai Province. They got a work certificate from the Public Health Ministry of Nong Khai Province as a private organization to help the infected children. Presently, they cater more than 120 children in the center, and 55 children stay with their families. Yet, there are still a large number of abandoned and unattended children.
In 1997, I was house master in Nong Khai, and women were coming to me telling me they had AIDS and they were dying. There was no medicine then, and nobody would take their children. Their relatives would not take their children. Villagers would let them live in the village, and that's when I started picking up kids. And we picked up children with AIDS and children who didn't have AIDS, but their parents died of AIDS. And that was more or less the beginning of Sinelli House. We started building in Sinelli House about the year 2001. With the start of Sinelli House, we had to build 7 houses according to their age, according to their sex. And we didn't separate the AIDS from non-AIDS children altogether. We're lucky that we have people that have helped us so much, various organizations, but especially individuals. So they were able to feed the children, clothe them, and get them to the school they want to go to. So that's been the main purpose of Sinelli House. That's why we're still able to continue working. We have had a project where we were able to buy rice land, cultivate so the kids grow their own rice. And we have fish ponds, chickens and ducks and fish, pigs and cattle that we raise, not only to feed the kids, but also to teach them responsibility and to prepare them for a future that they're going to have when they're out of Sinelli House, where they can help themselves and get the education that they need. Well, Sinelli House, the plan for the future is just like the plan for the past. Taking children now, we're getting more than just children with AIDS or parents have AIDS. We have children who are, the government gives us children who are molested, some young kids who are pregnant, those abused, those whose parents are in prison and have no one to take care of them. And we take these children in, we raise them and we educate them, and this is something that'll never change for Sinelli House.
The Dohart Farm, situated at Bansi Watana, Bandung, Udon, Thani, with Father Othai Tawon, CM, as Director of the Development Promotion Unit for Persons with Disabilities. The Dohart Farm was established to help and train people with disabilities for a sufficiency economy and to provide and promote sustainable jobs and income for people with disabilities.
We have the ideas of how to work with the disability people. Because when I visit home, I visit the villages, we have found so many people who are just stay home because of discapable of their physical. So they cannot work, they cannot go out from the house. So that is the beginning. We are thinking of how to take care of these people. So when I went to Pattaya, I visit Rim Tourist Foundation that working for disability people. So I get that idea that come back to the Diocese of Udon. We beginning to talk with the bishop and the people are involved. We are present to them to the project where how to take care of this kind of people. So it came up with the ideas that we should have a center in our diocese which to take care of the people disability in the villages. It come up with the opening of this farm because of people in the northeast of Thailand, mostly they are working in the farm from the beginning of their life until they are getting sick and getting old. They have nothing to do, just stay home. So this project come out that bring them together and training how to work with agricultural, which is our place have are capable to teach them and to form them how to work together, and most especially they have a place come together, share their life, share their problem, and then share their story, just to make them find the meaning of their life. So this is the beginning of our center. When we think of disability people, these capable people, we think of is people that cannot do anything. They are waiting for the help from their children, their family. Nowadays, the people that are to join us in this project, now they are come together. They have community. They feel happy. They share story of their life, and especially they have income. Before, they don't have anything. Now they have work, they have the income, they can support their family. That is to make them find the meaning of their life. What we hope in the future, we would like to develop our center that could able to share our poverty, to share our knowledge to people outside, and also are capable for the disability people that come to easy for them to work. Now we have a comfort room that capable for them to use. We have office for the disability people, and also in our place in the future we want this place to be a tourist center, or any kind of people can come and see, learn from us, to enjoy whatever we have. This is what we really hope for the future, that can be open for a tourist center.
The Rural Vocational Training Center in Nong Khai is under the supervision of the Religious of the Good Shepherd Sisters. The center serves as a temporary shelter for women and children. They further their apostolate to counseling, taking care of the HIV-infected individuals, developing education, and providing scholarship programs. They also promote career and personal development and help underprivileged children and migrant workers. They also advocate justice, peace, and anti-trafficking. Bankam Youth Center, also known as the home of Our Lady of the Rosary Udon, Thani, caters young girls by providing them with a haven and a home. The center is under the care of the congregation of the Religious of Saint Dominic. The girls are provided with their basic needs and opportunities for better education. They are given formations, catechism, and various activities to help them grow and develop spiritually and maturely as they advance in the world. The Mazinad Formation House in Loy Province is administered by the Missionary Oblates of Mary Immaculate, an ideal place for relaxation, spiritual retreat, or formation. The place is wide enough for various activities, whether personal, family, or small groups. It is located right beside the Mekong River and close to the Shankan Night Bazaar. The IMI congregation is involved in the ministry for elderly with medical checkups, through their lay volunteers from Bangkok and visit the homes of those who are sick. They help ameliorate the economic burdens of the villagers by sharing goods and donating clothes. They are also engaged in the youth ministry. They journeyed with them through sports, music, and special formations like free English tutorials. The Daughters of Charity Foundation in Wang Sapong Ley, administered by the Daughters of Charity Sisters of St. Vincent de Paul, envisions a sustainable and enduring quality of life for marginalized persons. They are engaged in a program for sustainable, inclusive development of persons with disabilities and their families. The foundation at present serves 12,158 disabled persons in 5 districts and sub-districts. They work for the development of children and youth too. The St. Joseph Old Folks Home in Konkan is managed by the Daughters of Charity Sisters of St. Vincent de Paul. They take care of 21 elderly at present, providing them with their basic needs and ensuring them to be in good health and happy. The Home for the Elderly in Udon, Thani is managed by the Diocese of Udon, Thani under the direct supervision of the Prince of Peace Foundation. At present, there are 24 elderly taken care of by the 5 personnel. There is also the Prince of Peace Minor Seminary that cultivates and develops the certification of the young seminarians. For more than 400 years, several missionaries have dedicated their lives and love to Thai people and other nationalities in the Kingdom of Siam. The Catholic Christians in the diocese who are living out their faith in the Lord Jesus have reached 23,685 people and spread the good news across the 6 provinces under the care of the diocese. The Diocese of Udon Thani currently oversees 6 provinces divided into 6 pastoral deaneries of Udon Thani, Nong Khai, Ley, Nung Balampu, Konkan, and Bangkan province. Its mission includes spreading the good news, nurturing the Catholic faith of the people, promoting Catholic education, establishing religious organizations and commissions, and carrying out various works of mercy and compassion. The diocese collaborates with the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Thailand to effectively bring God's love to our Thai brothers and sisters, following the commandments of Jesus Christ. Over the years, the pioneering missionaries have left a legacy of kindness, mercy, and forgiveness ingrained in the Christian life of every Thai Catholic, so that they too may become witnesses of the gospel values and share love, forgiveness, and devotion, and serving one another with joy.
Esto es el amor que Dios nos ama. Abrazo a Dios.